Hello, this is Brave Sir Robin coming to you from Parts Unknown. I'm a bit behind in my reviews lately. I'm hoping to get back on the right track pretty soon, get back in the same groove, and start cranking them out on a weekly basis. But in the meantime, I'm going to do something I haven't done in a long time. Some of my early reviews, I've reviewed some games like Cthulhu Dice and Gizmo's Great Escape and Zombies. And while I did have a fun time doing them, I just thought it would be more fun to stick to wrestling related for this type of show. But that brings me to what I'm reviewing today. It's another game, but it's the Legends of Wrestling card game. The Chikara version, as you can tell by the sticker they put on there. Nice of them to put a little sticker on there instead of just using the same packages for every game. It's from F.I.S.T Games. They make a game, as I just mentioned, called Legends of Wrestling with various legends, and they also make a superhero version called Champions of the Galaxy. I've never played either of these. I decided to start it with the Chikara version just because I thought it seemed interesting. And I just got it in the mail, so now let's open it up and check it out and see what's in here. So I'm going to open it up here now. It's a bit bigger envelope than I expected. I was expecting more like a deck of cards, I guess. So I guess this was a bit surprising when I got this. Open now. Some papers and stuff that's in here. I'll take a look at that. Something just rattled into the bottom here. It's my first time opening this and checking it out. What I have here, this looks like the character cards. A little bigger than I expected, actually. Here's a Magic the Gathering card I have here. I'm going to use that for comparison. There's what I was expecting. Here's what I got. Looks pretty cool. Also reminds me of the old, like, postcards. I remember back when WCW was still in business, you could actually buy collectible postcards with pictures of the WCW roster. I might still have those kicking around somewhere. Hopefully I'll find them someday. I'll show them off. So here's what's on here. Some stats on the back too. I'm going to show these off in a second. I think that'll be pretty cool. I'll show you who's in the intro. Rattling around in the box here. Get them out before they fall out. One fell down. Two little dice. I have a green one and a red one. I know I haven't played the game yet, so I don't know what you use them for. I'm guessing for moves and counters. Something to like nice tiny little dice. They'd probably get lost easy, but dice are easy enough to find. Any good gamer knows you can never have too many dice, as I'm going to show off evidence here by showing off the greatest dice bag ever, the Cthulhu dice bag. But I'm not going to go on too big a tangent about that. I just zip it up in the back, put my dice in. There you go. So there you go. Plus, you can never have too many dice. It's always good to have. So, let's see what the papers are that's in here. Something here, just showing off some promotions, I guess, for F.I.S.T Games. More stuff to order. Actually, upcoming events. That's pretty cool. I don't live near any of that. I mean, Parts Unknown's a little out of the way. We don't get too much traffic like that. Kind of a rule book, so there you go. Rule book. Looks like it's simple. From what I'm told, it's not easy. It's not hard to pick up. You can play the game with one person or two people against each other. Or as a solitaire type version. Some various charts here with some moves and what they all do. Stuff how to do pins, outside interference, into the ropes, various situations. Hopefully when I'm more familiar with that, I might do a demonstration somewhere down the road. But now I'm just doing an unpackaging and just giving my thoughts. There's another one of those for out of the ring and death jump. Tables. I guess you use a few charts and some paperwork here. Ooh, a catalog. That's nice to know. They have a website, which I'll probably provide a link to, where you can get more stuff. So it's good to know I could do some mail order if I really felt like it. There are some expansions, too, for their Legends of Wrestling game. This is kind of cool. Various members of the Chikara roster there. I guess just showing you who they are. Various ones outlined here. Gives you who they are and all that stuff. So here we go. Let's check out the cards, see what's in here. Might be a nice little bonus here. New rubber band here. Never too bad to have some of them. So here, looks like I have a Lightning Mike Quackenbush. Sarah Del Rey, by the look of it. Green Ant. Daisy Hayes. Soldier Ant. Aries for the BDK. Hollow Wicked. That's a pretty cool picture. I like that. Frightmare. That's pretty cool too. So you can have both of Incoherence. Jigsaw, so you do have both of Quacksaw teaming up if you feel like it. Fire Ant, so there's 3 members of the colony. That's pretty cool. It's a bit brutal looking. I think it's Chuck Taylor by the look of it. There's just stats on the back there and some moves he can do, I mean. Don't mind my accent. Whatever. Johnny Gargano. As you can tell, looks like the artwork's a bit hit and miss. So, yeah. It's not a very good Johnny Gargano, to be honest. Icarus, too. That doesn't look very good. Brody Lee. He probably really looks like that. Sugar Dunkerton. Dasher Hatfield. For those of you not familiar with Chikara, they have a lot of characters like that. So both of the throwbacks there. Delirious. That's cool. I'll look forward to using him. I have another Ares. What's up with that? Claudio Castagnoli, the leader of the BDK. Now in WWE Developmental is a name that escapes me at the moment. Ultra Mantis Black. His is sideways. I guess he's different. Eddie Kingston, I'm assuming. Yeah, Eddie Kingston. There we go. Alright, this one I'm having a really hard time telling who that is. It's Tim Donst. Not a good picture. I'm guessing Pinky Sanchez. And Tursus. That's a nice picture. Don't know who this is. I'm guessing this is from, Champions of the Galaxy. He's got the logo there. It's the Star Warrior. I'm guessing the games are compatible and they decided to throw it in just to give me an introduction. Another surprise here. The Iron Sheik. I got the Iron Sheik. I could have the Iron Sheik versus members of the Chikara roster. I always wanted to see what would happen if I do that, so there we go. As you can tell, the usual Legends cards, they're not in color anyway. There's the Sheik's moves. You roll dice to see what he does. You can do counters and stuff. I'm not too familiar with it. So that's the Chikara card game. That's the various members here. I've actually, looking through the book again, that tells you everybody who should be in there. A little bit of a surprise here. Archibald Peck with Veronica. I didn't get that. I got 2 of Ares. Must be a mistake there or something. Maybe I'll have to get in contact to see if I can get an Archibald Peck card. So there's the various Chikara rules. So there's my unpackaging, my opening thoughts on the Chikara card game. I'm going to give it a try. It looks pretty cool. It looked like it was worth giving a shot to. I ordered it right off of the Chikara website, but there is a website for Filsinger games. I'm sure either one should be good to order from. I did it to just... When I was looking at this website on Filsinger Games, they just had various different things there. I'm like, where do I start? But looking at the Chikara page, they had this there alone. So I figured, well, that's the starting point. I got the intro set. I'll give it a shot. It looks like something cool to do. It's one of those cool ones where you don't need to go and buy boosters and various things like that. Everything you need is right in the opening package. You can go buy more, which I haven't done yet. I might down the road if I like the game. I mean, I'm going to give it a shot. Maybe me and one of my friends will give it a play, or maybe I'll just do a solitaire version and show it off or something like that. So until then, and like as I mentioned, there's some DVD reviews coming up. I'm a bit behind for various reasons. It's been a bit hectic recently, but that's okay. It'll slow down soon, and I'll get back to talking about some DVDs, mostly wrestling, obviously, and whatever else I end up feeling like doing. So until then, Brave Sir Robin, signing off.